Ebo mamono nze mozo ayekene unu. Aisi kanko echiri ya zelu. Aisi no basi nkata ya dina ni Igbo na mma. Na ya dịka echi, na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru otu akọ ya dịrịrị. Ise. Dịka o si dị ụmụ Igbo. Ajọrọ na mekwuru mana na ya bụ Eastern 24 ka isi na-ewetara ya bụ ozi dịka isi kwunu nkwa. Na gara wetara latest update bụ gbasara maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya. And nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ n'iru akwụkwọ. N'ụbọchị nke taa, unu na-anya n'iru akwụkwọ. Onye na-afụ n'iru akwụkwọ a bụ Russia Diplomat. O nwere okwu gbasara maka Biafra Declaration. It's unbelievable. Ka m tinye otu a. It's unbelievable. So mana mma chọkwu unu ga-ya bụ ife. O kwuru ya dịka o si wee dị. And unu ya nụgasịkwa ụmụ ya ndị ọzọ ụmụnna anyị react gbasara maka ya bụ okwu. Mana ka njidegodi ebe a ka na pịkala unu mmọnwụ ajibe n'iru akwụkwọ. Gba mbọ ka ị ga-esi ya bụ ife dropụra ife iche n'ụdị nke gị. All right, over to you.
All countries must respect equality of states and the right of people for self-determination. And they also mentioned the United Nations General Assembly resolutions, and this is clear that what they mean is the series of resolutions which they passed after the beginning of the special military operation and which demand condemnation of Russia. Russia get out of Ukraine territory in 1991 borders. But there are other United Nations General Assembly resolutions which were not voted, but which were consensual. And among them is a declaration on principles of relations between states on the basis of the Charter. And it clearly says, by consensus, everybody must respect territorial integrity of states whose governments respect the right of people for self-determination, and because of that, represent the
Egypt and some other friends of Nigeria will surely come out as a nation because we are fighting a just cause. Even a little child on the street will tell you this. We shall never go back to Nigeria again. God's grace will surely emerge as a nation. And so as far as this war continues, we'll fight to the last man.
The leader of the Biafran people is His Excellency Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Ojukwu.
Those hot days, the quickest, indeed the only thing we could do was to found a place where our fleeing compatriots could at least find an end to their flight. This is what Biafra is, the end of the journey for a persecuted, massacred, pursued people. We have made all attempts at a democratic resolution of this crisis. I have offered open elections, plebiscite. I have offered just an open carte blanche suggestion. Anybody who can find a democratic way of finding out the wishes of the people, let him suggest it and we will go for it.
All right. The man that just spoke is Sejaravaro. He is a Russian diplomat. All right. So basically, he talked about self-determination not being a crime. Yes, he said that self-determination is not a crime, which is absolutely correct. Self-determination is not a crime anywhere in the world. But unfortunately, you know, in this part of the world, Africa now, I mean, whenever you call for self-determination, you know, some people will tell you that you are calling for war, especially those of my brothers in Nigeria. Whenever I hear some people say they are agitating for Biafra, you will see a good number of people probably that are not Biafrans come out and tell you that, see, you are calling for war. They will then remind you to go and read what happened in 1967 and 1968 and 1970. They will remind you all those things. See, so you want such thing to happen again. But of a truth, it shouldn't be so. In Nigerian Constitution, it is written that self-determination is a right. In African Human Rights Charter, it is also written that self-determination is what? is a right. But unfortunately, in Africa, you know, we don't obey laws. What we obey is what we wish. As leaders, anything I wish I would do. Forget about the law. Just unfortunate. Go to Europe now. I know for sure that the Catalonians have been trying to, you know, separate from the Spanish rather, and I can't tell how many people they have unalived. I mean, how many people they have, you know, unalived because they are calling for agitation. I can't tell how many people. But once you do the same thing here in Africa, your name is sorry. They will find a way to, in fact, to finish you. To finish you. Just as is happening in Sudan and South Sudan now. Since Sudan and South Sudan separated, just a couple of years ago, not too far, you know, since they separated, you know, there have been conflict, and I know that some European countries are involved in that conflict because they are benefiting from it, and that is just what the Europeans want. That is what they want. They just want Africa to be, you know, to be suppressing themselves so that they will be benefiting. So I'm just saying this so that you will know, because of the truth, the quest for self-determination is not a crime. However, it is a right for every person or every individual. All right. So I'm going to allow you to watch this analysis that my brother gave about the Biafran cabinet and the rest of that. All right. So as you're watching it, in case you're coming across my channel for the first time, you are welcome. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. All right. Turn on your notification button so you get notified anytime I upload a video. All right. So please kindly take a look at this.
Nigerian government is getting confused over what is going on in Finland, pertaining to the man called the PM himself, the governor governing the United States of Biafra, even in the exile as they say. Now they are even saying that that is being detained, you know, is now in the custody. Some even put it is in prison. But whichever way Nigerian media like, let them put it. But the issue remains that he is the one governing the system continuously. If you listen to Ngozi Orabese, the acting PM currently now, you discover that yes, glory be to God, because the Finland government has finally said, okay, you are free, the door is open, 2 weeks, you can go and see him. Yes, and his legacy laying down is the platform that they are following. That means she have never digressed from the foundation or from the platform of the PN himself. And the PN himself is still on the ground, giving them the way to move. Because in every disciple, there is always a Judas. Are you getting it? And probably now there is a Judas that may collide with Nigeria to become a saboteur. Are you getting it? So now the woman coming in this angle now, because I am hearing people saying, Ngozi Arabese is dissolving the cabinet, trying to form her own. Good and fine. If there is any cabinet that have Judas among them, that Judas needs to deal with and remove, so that the cabinet need to have a thorough sanitization and have a thorough truth to where they are heading to. And glory be to God that the woman is well educated and well nurtured and trusted to say by the PM himself. Now she's moving from one country or the other. Today, currently, I can tell you vividly that she have an appointment to many countries, like over 50 countries. She have appointment to over 50 countries all over the world. She want to meet them. They have given her appointment to the house to discuss on what is on the ground, on what is going on, and how the PM will completely have his freedom to address so many people that have already lost in their faith in the race. Are you getting it? So these things are the things that many do not know, but I want to aid today for our viewers, our brothers who are in the dark, to see themselves not being in the dark, let them be enlightened as well.
Why is this sudden disagreement now? We are seeing the issue of account coming, and Simon Iba is somewhere watching his loyalists, almost fighting over nothing. Will Simon not be disappointed that these are the people, this is the reason why I am here where I
See,
am?
let me tell you, it's only a man that don't know how rain started beating him. And when it will end, it's a man that will see himself in that situation and become confused or be troubled. No. When Judas betrayed Jesus Christ, Christ was not troubled, neither did he shiver. He knew that he's going to play. So the issue there is this. Why all these things are playing, this conflict, misunderstanding is, I have heard it before, I want to point it out now. Number one is Igbo man ego over a woman. How can a woman telling me what to do? It's not common among every Igbo man. It's not common. You get it? So I believe this is one of the problems. And number two problem is this. The PM himself did not have the quality time to address his cabinet before leaving them. Are you getting it? I believe this is another thing that play, because had it been that he addressed them properly and put things in order, these things wouldn't have come up now. Then thirdly, that the woman herself needed some people that will obey her, that can listen to her, that she herself can as well be trusted. And some of them among the other ones are claiming to be older than the woman, even in the system. I have been there before you. So why are you now? And the other point is this. Probably when appointing this woman as the next person before the prime minister, I believe it wasn't official. You understand me? It wasn't official. I believe this is a secret thing. And that is another thing that come to play. And that is why they are having this kind of issues. But I believe it will soon be dissolved.
But it means that Simon actually trusted Dr.
Yes.
Because of antecedents.
See, listen to me. Before you trust anything in the hand of somebody, you might have one way or the other have hope and trust and every doubt about that person before entrusting or commissioning anything to that person. You understand? So I believe that he trusted this woman. In one way or the other, he have tested the woman. He have seen the ability and the capability, the strength and the integrity of this woman before making such move. That's what I believe that makes him to do that. But in every perfect move, there is always an atom of mistake. You understand? And I believe that mistake is what is causing this conflict between them now.
As the chief of staff, is she not in a position to take full charge and issue instructions based on how inconvenient? Because we know that at the end of the day, she will give account.
Yes, she have that, but based on what? The factors that I have explained. There is nothing you are doing, especially when it comes to official. When it comes officially, I don't think there should be any opposition as much. Because even if there is any opposition or opposition comes up, you will address it as the one that they are listening to. You can easily address it than the person that just coming up. You don't understand? Being a woman, for that matter. I am telling you as a typical Igbo man. You get it now? So, and that justice. So, but the PM should equally send a kind of message that will make the heart of the accountant, minister of finance, heart, and the rest of them that are finding it difficult to cooperate with this woman. He should talk to them, call them in order, and address issues like this.
If the Manipa eventually comes out and watch these things happen, who do you think he will blame?
As a good leader, first and foremost, he himself should look at his own part as a leader, if we really want to play the role of a good leader, look at it in his own angle. Did I do it well? The decision, did I make it right? Because they themselves will air their own opinion and their grievances. Then they should look into it.
Hopefully it will be resolved.
Sure, it will be resolved easily, because and the way the women understand things always different from the way men understand things and reason to one another. You know, it will easily resolve.
So, what do you think? What do you think about this video? Drop your comment on the comment section, and please, I beg you, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, right? Thank you, and God bless you.
Ndị be anyị gwadalụ rinne nkunu si wee na-esoro anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme n'elu akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24 bụ ebe anyị si were wetara ya bụ ozi dị oke mkpa. Ọ bụla nke ụbọchị izi gị tụsa ya bụ ozi ka o rutu ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ n'ebe dị iche iche aka. A sị onye nụrụ si mee gịnị ya kọrọ nwanne ya. Unu nụrụ ife Russia Diplomat kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasara maka the self-determination. Ịghọtago? And nụkwana ife ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ react on it. So anyị chọrọ ya ma obumnobi gị n'ụdị nke gị ka efe iche gbasara maka ihe ndị a niile ịnọ n'ilu akwụkwọ dropụra ya na Eastern News 24 bụ ebe anyị si were wetara ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasara maka ya bụ ife na-eme na obodo nọ n'ime ya, anụ nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ n'ilu akwụkwọ. Ogwụ nakọ ha m n'ọnụ ụmụnne m, ka emesịanụ ụmụ Igbo.